Not feeling extremely fantastic today, but still made it in. And the reason I needed to make it in, absolutely had to, is because today is a special day. We are doing our real estate CEOs mastermind. And the real estate CEOs mastermind happens every single Thursday, but today's a special one because my buddy Michael Manos is going to be showing us how to be an off-market sniper. That's what he calls himself. I didn't make this fancy title up. He's like, dude, I'm an off-market sniper. And what he's doing is he works with investors and sellers and buyers to find off market properties, right? And the reality is he's going to be using predictive analytics, right? Predictive data um, to find off market properties, but not just find off market properties, but find off market properties so that he can actually retain his buyers and provide value. Because in today's world, it's really important that we actually provide value to the buyer, right? Not everybody is fully engaged in understanding like what could happen when you have to get a buyer representation agreement signed every single showing, right? Because that's the truth. That's what's on the line here. And it's not going to change much in the real estate world. I'm not terribly worried about it. But I do want to note that like you are going to have to be able to stand out in the marketplace with a unique value proposition for a consumer to want to use you as the agent. So the way that I kind of understand everything that could be rolling out in the real estate world in the next few months, instead of buyers working the way they have, where they can work with a bunch of different agents, what they're really going to be doing is working more like sellers do, which is like, I'm going to pick my one agent and that's the agent I'm going to work with. Okay, so if that's the reality, then I have to be able to demonstrate value to a buyer the same way that I would have to demonstrate value to a seller, meaning what I do, my process, my systems, my team, whatever resources I have, that has to be better than anybody else's that they could potentially go see a house with, that they could potentially work with, right? And so that's what this training is all about. Is Michael Manos, he's really good using predictive data, a little bit of AI to jump in and find off market opportunities for his buyers. And here's the thing, even if he doesn't find an off market for a buyer, the fact that he has a system is incredibly valuable. Because if I'm looking at two different agents and one says, well, hey, yeah, I can go work really hard and I'll knock on doors and I'll do my best and I'll keep my ear to the ground and I'm always on the MLS and all these other things that agents say, well, that's one thing. Now, if somebody like Michael comes around and I'm considering using him as my agent, he goes, listen, I have this proven process where I use predictive analytics to be able to find off market homes for you. Whether or not he finds an off market home for me, here's what I feel as a consumer. I feel like, man, this agent is leaving no stone unturned. I can go to sleep at night knowing that every single opportunity is being exhausted. Now, will a house come up tomorrow on the market that's not off market, right? Listed in the traditional fashion, and I love it and I'll go buy it? Sure, that happens most of the time. But if you have a proven process where you can also get people in front of houses that no one else is seeing, or at least before they see them, that's a distinct advantage because you got to think about what the process is like as a buyer right now. Yeah, interest rates are higher and demand's lower than it was a couple years ago. But let's be real, inventory's still incredibly low. We're still seeing multiple offers, at least in my market, and multiple markets that I'm seeing right now. The other thing is, he also works with investors to help them find the off market deals. That's what they love. And investors are notorious for shopping agents, right? Like, hey, I'll use 18 agents at a time. And I don't think there's any problem with that. That helps their business model. But he locks up and is the favorite of a lot of his investors using this process. So when he was sharing with me offline, I was like, dude, you got to do a training on this. So he's got slides prepared and all that stuff. So if you're interested in becoming an off-market sniper, being able to add value to buyers and also work with investors, like this is a really great training. It's completely free. You can DM me for the link directly. You can register at RECEOS mastermind.com. That's RE as in real estate CEOs mastermind.com because you are the CEO. That's what we believe. And so just wanted to put this out there for anybody who has any desire to just really sharpen your sword, get a new value proposition for your buyers. Make sure you check this out. Also, if you register and you're watching this a little later, if you register, I'll make sure I send you the replay. But in either case, hopefully you can join us. And if you want the link directly, you don't want to have to register and all that fun stuff, just DM me. I'm happy to just share you the link directly. And that starts in, what is that? 47 minutes. And I'm excited to be there. I've been feeling under the weather the last couple days, but man, I got up and made sure I made my way into the office just for this training. So I will see you there. You can again register at RECEOS mastermind.com. That's RE real estate CEOs mastermind.com. Register or just DM me for the link. Or if you know anybody who's part of real estate CEOs, DM them. They have the link as well because everybody inside of our group, inside of our entire brokerage, they all get to join that, and they all have the link. So looking forward to chatting there. Really excited for this. Keep an eye out for more content that's going to be coming out from that weekly mastermind on Thursdays.